All right, Black Friday. It's basically here already. And I see this question asked a lot on the internet. What plugins should I get? Well, here's the thing. Well, you don't need to get anything really. And maybe you shouldn't. And here's the thing, especially if you're just starting out, well, get a DAW. You will have all the tools already on there. So that's the first thing I think you should get, because you do need a DAW if you're gonna be recording music on your computer. So that's it. And with that said, I did upgrade my Ableton from 10 to 12. So I did get something. And the thing is like, well, then if you want to get something, well, do. You know, it's your money anyways. And then another thing I would ask, well, do you actually like need it? Well, that's the thing. Well, you necessarily don't, but then it comes down to, again, like, well, do you want it? And if you do, well, why not? I think it's money spent on these kinds of tools you have then for later on, if you're not going to use them right now, because that's the other thing people are going to like, oh, well, do you even use it? And so what? It's yours. You can have fun the way and enjoy your money and the stuff you buy with it, like how you want. And yeah, so then putting money on this stuff that you then have and can use later on. If you're not using it right now, you'll have it available when you later on get to a certain point or whatnot. You're going to be like, oh, I have this. And then you figure out a use for it. And it's much better spent than, let's say, alcohol, whatever. So in the end, I don't think you should be really putting yourself down if you want something and you end up buying it. And it's like, I wouldn't regret it then. I haven't any of my plugin purchases during the years, which I mainly do on Black Fridays because it's much cheaper. So I updated Ableton Live, and then I think I'm gonna get myself the new waves limiter. I know people put waves down a lot, and their business model is usually the thing I hate. And I don't know, sometimes it's like, well, do you even use waves plugins yourself? And then they're like, no. Well, how do you know then? The thing they complain about is their updating, policy plan or whatever. You don't have to do it. I haven't. My plugins still work fine. A few of them, it's kind of like, yeah, because I think I got my SSLs years ago. Let's go here. I'm gonna do a search SSL. So this is the thing with these. Let's drag that over here. So I can't resize this. So that's, the only Waves plugin I would love to have an update to, but it doesn't make it unusable. It's just like I can't scale the user interface. So that kind of sucks, but it still works fine. I can see it and so on. I'm just getting all my eyes too. So maybe I would just like to see the knobs a little bit bigger on my screen. And then, of course, we have all these tons of manufacturers that's just, sending emails and all over the internet like, hey, get this and bring your production up and you need this. And no, you don't. What you really need to do if you want to produce, I think, good sounding music is, well, first of all, learn how to write songs. And then learn the tools you have. A lot of times, I just saw this video a while ago where a well-known mixer said a really good thing to remember. Less is more. A lot of times, just less is more. So you really don't like, but then, like I said, enjoy Black Friday and music making how you want, and don't stress out about it. I mean, well, my publishing schedule is pretty relaxed, and that's the thing. I do play a lot. I make beats and whatnot, but I necessarily don't release them. For me, music is enjoying my time spent with it. And this summer too, like I went out with my guitar and had an interaction with people, you know, and people wanted to hear me play and asked me to if I can play a song, and I did, and that's also like much more enjoyable than, you know, most of the times geeking out with this stuff by yourself at home. In many ways, but then again, sometimes geeking out with this stuff at home is like really enjoyable. So just saying, don't get into the marketing hype. But that said, I did a little. It was a nice opportunity to upgrade the Ableton from 10 to 12, 25% off, and then I don't hate the Waves plugins. I have quite a lot, and I like them. I use them frequently. Many of them are staples that I use and have and will continue to use. So I am getting some myself, and then if I don't use them in my releases or whatever, I'm not gonna let that weigh on me or stress about it, because that's another thing I see a lot in the internet, like being asked like, oh, I'm 17 and I'm burnt out with this music making thing, and like, what? Well, yeah, maybe it's you know, think about your approach, and then if you're already burnt out about thinking about doing music, and well, maybe you need to think about some other options too. For instance, it shouldn't be, I think about, well, how can I make a shit ton of money from this? Because that's, I think, well, a hard road. And then, like, I want to be famous and viral and all that stuff, you know. If those are the reasons you want to get into music making, yeah, it might but not be the best approach to making music and good songs. So, and then do you need all the tools and put your money into it? So these are just things to think about. I got myself the newest Ableton, and I'm probably gonna get a few more things that I've been wanting to upgrade. Black Friday, you can get a shit ton of everything, but do you really need it to make music and enjoy yourself? That's something I asked myself, and the answer with Ableton was, well, no, I don't. I don't really. But do I want it? Yeah, I do. So I got it. And thing is, I'll be continuing to. I will use it, and I can definitely say I'm gonna get my money's worth. That's the thing. And bottom line, like, I'm gonna get my money's worth out of enjoyment. So with it, I think I could go and see 10 movies with the ticket prices right now, like 10 movies with the price of what I paid for this. And this one I'll be using a lot more, you know. So the hourly, if we put the price on, like, and compare it like that, yeah, I mean, not bad at all. But hey, whatever you decide to do, just have fun, keep rocking, enjoy making music, and especially you enjoy. And if others do, that's a nice little bonus and a byproduct of your creative efforts. And this was a little bit of a rant. I just wanted to do this again this year, and maybe it will be a tradition. And yeah, go and spend your hard-earned money or not, but whatever you do, just have fun and rock on. I'm off. I'm gonna start messing around with my new upgraded Ableton. All right, bye.